If Thou Must Love Me, Sonnet 14 by Elizabeth Barrett Browning, 1806 to 1861, published in 1850. If thou must love me, let it be for nought, except for love's sake only. Do not say, I love her for her smile, her look, her way of speaking gently, for a trick of thought that falls in well with mine, and certes brought a sense of pleasant ease on such a day. For these things in themselves, beloved, may be changed, or change for thee, and love so wrought, may be unwrought so. Neither love me for thine own dear pities wiping my cheeks dry. A creature might forget to weep who bore thy comfort long, and lose thy love thereby. But love me for love's sake, that evermore thou mayst love on through love's eternity. Okay, this poem is by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. She was born in County Durham in the north of England. She was born into a wealthy family. I think the money originally came from slaves and plantations in Jamaica. She's is famous for her romanticism, her romantic poems. And she was very famous in Victorian times. So what's this about? Well, if thou must love me. So this is saying, if you're going to love me, just love me because you love me. Don't love me because I've got a pretty smile or a nice tone of voice or beautiful fingers or we think in the same way. Love me because you love me. Because the problem is, you could get fed up or you could get bored of the sound of my voice or this pretty smile. Whereas if you love me just for love's sake, love for love's sake, then this means it's possible for you to love me forever. And if you love me just because you love me, then that can lead to eternal love. So, if you must love me, let it be for nought. Let it be for nothing, for no reason, except for love's sake only. So, love for love's sake, like art for art's sake. Love me because you love me. Do not say, I love her for her smile. Don't love me because I've got a pretty smile. Her look. Don't love me because I've got a pretty face. Her way of speaking gently. Don't love me because I have a gentle, kind way of speaking. Don't love me for a trick of thought that falls in well with mine. So don't love me because we talked about something and we felt the same way about it. It fell in well. They were very compatible. So for compatible thoughts. And certes brought a sense of pleasant ease on such a day. So certes means certainly, for sure. So this trick of thought, this coincidence of idea or feeling, which was very pleasant on a particular day, and it was a pleasant feeling, but don't love me for that. For these things in themselves, beloved, may be changed, or change for thee. So, okay, because these things in themselves, these reasons, love may be changed or change for thee. So these characteristics could change. I've got a pretty face and then maybe I get a scar or something happens. Or your opinion of these things may change. Notice here this accent on the E, this grave accent, this is telling us to pronounce it beloved as opposed to beloved, but it's an adjective as well. So, but the meaning of love, or the love for these reasons, may change, or it may change. And love so wrought may be unwrought so. So wrought, from to make, means to make. Yeah, so love based on this, made from this, can be unmade. Yeah, it can be unwrought. Okay, so if it comes from these earthly things, these ideas, these traditional ideas that of love, maybe from the Victorian age or earlier, these are not a basis for true love. Neither love me for thy own dear pities, wiping my cheeks dry. So don't love me because you feel pity for me. Yeah, you feel sorry for me, and you wipe my tears dry. You wipe my face dry. Yeah, of pity. Yeah, so don't love me because you pity me and you want to look after me. A creature might forget to weep who bore thy comfort long, and lose thy love thereby. So she's saying that being with somebody as wonderful as you, who's always wiping away their tears, who was always being comforted by you, could stop crying because there's nothing to be sad about. And then there would be no reason to pity her because she's crying. And that would be a reason to lose her love, and lose my love thereby, by that fact. Yeah, by not weeping, by not crying, because there was nothing to cry about, because she got this wonderful man who was always drying her tears. But love me for love's sake, that evermore thou mayst love on through love's eternity. But love me for the sake of love, just because you love me. And then for always, mayst, you may continue to love through all the eternity of love. Okay, and this is the idea. So she's saying, love me because you love me, and no other reason. So enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. If Thou Must Love Me, Sonnet 14 by Elizabeth Barrett Browning.